Hello and welcome back to Glory Hunter episode 7 now. This one's a big one. We've got £200 million worth of transfers to go through. It's been a pretty good transfer window. I've gone through the whole of the pre-season. We're going to get into a game against Fulham. I'm just going to skip through the Manchester derby, just the one game today, because we do have a lot of transfers to go through. So, first of all, the one that we all know, David Alaba from Bayern Munich. He's joined us on a free, believe it or not, after having a fantastic season, 7.32 rating. He's unbelievable. He's taken that left-back spot. I have sold Luke Shaw, which I'll show you later, and now he's going to be our main left-back for the season, possibly put him in that centre-back role, but I've brought someone else in for that. But yeah, he is our left-back for the season. Fantastic mentals, unreal physicals. Technically, could be maybe a little bit better, but he's still got the passing, the technique, the first touch, the crossing. He's got great long shots, brilliant free-kick taker if you need it. He's just a fantastic all-round player. He's on £200,000 a week, which isn't even that much, considering the likes of Pogba is on £300,000 a week. So yeah, I think we've done very well with this one, and I'm very happy to bring David Alaba to the side. The other player that is coming on a free, you're going to think, why have you done this, Alex? Loris Karius, the ex-Liverpool player, believe it or not, has actually come to Manchester United. He's coming on a free. We have sold, I think it was Lee Grant and Romero. We've sold those two, so I just had to bring in somebody. And I believe Karius on a free is an emergency backup player. He's on £15,000 a week. He's worth £7 million. So I think he's a very, very good sort of player, to be honest. His eccentricity is pretty high. Command of the area is not brilliant, but in all honesty, as a backup goalkeeper, he's very, very good. And only on £15,000 a week, I'm very happy with this transfer. Now then, the transfers. They're the frees. These are the transfers now. We'll go through these from the lowest to the highest. Kieran Trippier has joined us. You're probably thinking, why have you signed him? He was only £8 million. I was thinking of signing Rosales from Atalanta. He's a pretty good right-back himself. He's been in the league before. £8 million was absolutely nothing. He was happy as a squad player. He's on £77,000 a week, which is quite a bit of money, but he'll be rotating in and out with Wan-Bissaka because we have got the Europa League, should I say. Great crossing, great first touch, pretty good defensive ratings as well. Mentally, could be possibly higher around the composure and concentration decisions area, and then could be a bit faster, but in all honesty, at 30 years of age, he's coming, he's going to do a shift for us. He might play a few games this season, we might let him go at the end of the season. Who knows, but I'm happy with Kieran Trippier. Next up, an interesting player, Marcus Edwards. Now, Marcus Edwards plays in the Portuguese league for Guimarães. The reason I brought in a right winger, I wanted a natural right winger. I wanted either Jadon Sancho, who didn't want to join because of the Champions League, and I wanted someone else. I think it was Gareth Bale on a loan, but he didn't want to join. So I've gone for the next best option, and I think he's very, very good for his age. And he's only going to get better. It's Marcus Edwards, as I said. 22 years of age. We've brought him in for £31 million. I think he's very, very good. Now, dribbling-wise, first touch, fantastic. Finishing, 14 finishing, 17 composure and 15 anticipation. Very good technicals, mentals, where you need them. Brilliant flair. He is a perfect inside forward come inverted winger. I think an inverted winger he suits better. 17 acceleration, agility, balance, and pace. The only thing he lacks is stamina. Just had to cut that out because I just realised that you could see all the players that were in our squad. Marcus Edwards will be rotating in and out with Mason Greenwood, the 19-year-old and the 22-year-old, sort of interchanging. Ability-wise, I'd probably say Marcus Edwards has the edge technically for that right wing position. Mentally, you're probably looking at maybe just Greenwood, and then physically they're around about the same. I'd probably just say Greenwood edges it because he's got the better strength. I just think Greenwood's all-round play suits this team better. I mean, we need someone who's great in the air, and Greenwood can be that guy. After that, you're probably wondering, again, why have you done this, Alex? Why? Dele Alli's joined. Interesting transfer, this one. So Dele Alli was on the transfer list. He wanted to leave, he asked to leave, and we got him for £32.5 million, which I thought is a bit of a steal. Now, his attributes put him as one of the best centre attacking midfielders in the game, really. 16 dribbling, 15 finishing. 15 finishes is very high for a centre attacking midfielder. 14 first touch. He's got decent passing, great vision and technique. Off the ball, brilliant flair, composure, anticipation. He's got great physicals as well with brilliant stamina. But for some weird reason, the game only rates him 2.5 stars. So he's a fringe player, which is interesting to me. I want to see whether or not he can fulfill his ability at Manchester United. He's only on £80,000 a week. The idea is he rotates in and out with Bruno Fernandes. That's the idea. Because I know Bruno Fernandes was getting very jaded towards the end of the season, last season. And Europa League, Dele Alli can really make that his. And as well as like the cup runs as well. But we can play him in the league. It's interchangeable. He can play up front as well, which would be an interesting role for him to be actually. Probably even better because he's probably better in the air than Martial. But yeah, Dele Alli's coming, 32.5 million. I think it's a nice little pickup, to be honest. And as English talent goes, I'm pretty happy to keep him in England. Now then, we're moving into the bigger boys here. There's got 4 transfers to go. Jose Jimenez from Atletico Madrid. We've signed him for 45 million. That's up front. It could possibly go up to, I believe, 62 million. But for 45 million up front, I think this is a bit of a bargain. To partner alongside Harry Maguire, he's a right-footed player, whereas Maguire plays on the left-hand side. He prefers it there. He's also brilliant in the air. Great tackling, brilliant positional. Positionally, he's just brilliant. Those mentals towards the top are perfect. 15s and above, brilliant player. The only thing that lacks is his vision, and perhaps you could say he could be better physically. But I think, as 26 years of age, we're setting up Manchester United to be quite the dominant team for the years coming. I think he's brilliant at how he can play football. £120,000 a week, the same as Lindelof. Comparing him to Lindelof, miles above as well. So I've brought him in. He's going to be our main centre-back now. Maguire taking the secondary role. And yeah, I'm very happy to have landed Jimenez for this side. Alongside Jimenez, another big transfer, Camavinga. You're probably asking why have you brought in Camavinga? He's like a wonder kid. He's 18 years of age. You're focusing on winning now. The guy is unreal. Look at those stats as a deep line playmaker. 15 first touch, 15 passing, tackling, technique, or both 16. His mentals are incredible. Physicals, incredible. The guy can play centre mid and CDM. So playing that CDM role, which I'm looking to maybe fill in for perhaps another sort of formation I'm trying to think of to use in the side, he's going to fill that place. He's secondary to Pogba at the moment. If Pogba falls out of form, or he's going to replace him basically, he's there for the taking. Camavinga, unreal. We brought him in, I believe, for 48 mil. He wanted to leave Rennes. He wasn't happy there. I thought, you know what? I've got money in the bank, and I've still got money in the bank, so I thought I might as well spend it. Here he is. He's arrived. Camavinga. So the penultimate transfer, Rodrigo Bentancur. We've brought him in from Juventus for a whopping £50 million, but he's sensational. By far the greatest central midfielder we've got at the club at the moment, I think anyway. Comparing him to Pogba, Pogba's probably got a little bit of a physical edge on him, maybe a bit more technically, but the guy is so consistent. He's brilliant in the role he plays. He just dominates the centre of the park. His mental attributes are unreal. The work rate especially stands out. He's great at tackling as well. Again, play that CDM role. I think he'll be a great mentor as well for the likes of Camavinga. Yeah, I'm delighted with bringing in Bentancur, and I think he's going to be a very big player in our side. He goes straight into the starting 11 for sure. Very big player for our side. Now, you probably heard me say we needed a striker. And I think I've delivered here. One of the best English strikers in the game. He's dominated the Premier League. An unreal player. It's Jermaine Defoe. Jermaine Defoe has joined us at Manchester United. Oh, God. I bet you were thinking it was Harry Kane. I bet you were. I needed a backup striker. Cavani's getting old. He's picking up injuries. I just needed a backup striker. And for 25k... I tried to bring in others, but Jermaine Defoe just fits the bill. An English player again, Brexit FC. I don't know, this is probably going to be what he's saying. But I think he's just a good little player to just pop into the side when I need him. He's going to become some sort of fitness coach or something in the future as well for us. I just think it's funny that we've got Jermaine Defoe in the side. A legend of the game. I love him. Jermaine Defoe, Manchester United. Perfect partnership. So this is how the squad is going to look. We've got a few players in and around the squad now. I mean, if you look at squad depth, I'll just quickly go into the squad depth report. You can see for the striker position, we've got Rashford, Greenwood, Cavani, Martial, and Dele Alli if need be. Left wing, we've got Rashford, ignore Bruno Fernandes, Martial and James. We've got Fernandes, Pogba, Van der Beek, and even Bentancur can play with that position really, and Dele Alli as well. Fernandes, Rashford, Greenwood, Martial, and Edwards, obviously Marcus Edwards on that right wing. In the midfield, we've got plenty of options. Fernandes, Bentancur, Alaba can even play that central midfielder position. Pogba, McTominay, the list goes on. Left back, the only place we're probably lacking in depth is left back. Haymanager, Alaba, Maguire, McTominay and Lindelof can all play that centre-back position. And then Wan-Bissaka, Jimenez, Lindelof, Trippier and Brandon Williams on the right. We're going to get straight into this game then. I've introduced you to the team. We're going to see how this team performs. We are playing Greenwood up front because Martial just returned from international duty and isn't looking too fit. Left out of the matchday squad, Telles, who's currently suspended as well, but he'd probably sit in for Trippier. Daniel James, McTominay, Cavani, Tuanzebe, Karius, Brandon Williams, Mata and Defoe. Defoe, Mata, Williams, Karius, Tuanzebe and probably Dan James, understandably left out of the matchday squad. McTominay and Cavani just sort of players that are going to rotate in and out anyway. So yeah, this is how I'm going to run with. It's De Gea, Alaba at left back, Maguire, Jimenez, Wan-Bissaka, Pogba, Bentancur, Rashford, Fernandes and Edwards, and then Greenwood up front. We're playing positive. We're at home to Fulham and it promises to be a good game. And here we have it. So it's our first game of the season with this sort of rejuvenated, rebuilt side in Manchester United. Fulham, let's see who they're going to play against us. They are playing a pretty nice side. There's no one really that stands out to me. Chalobah maybe a little bit. Mitrovic is sat on the bench. And that's the table so far after one game. Looking pretty standard, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. Arsenal's in the relegation zone after conceding 3, which is pretty funny. But yeah, we've started the game off. Hopefully, we can get a good result here after a long episode, I assume this is going to be because of the transfer business. So much transfer business we've done. And now I've introduced all them players. So I'll try and make this a bit quick. I'll try and cut it down for you all. As 4 minutes in, some of the best news I've had for ages. Edwards is injured. This is awful news. Edwards has picked up a potential foot injury, so it shouldn't be long. I guess Martial is getting his start after all, as Greenwood's going to come in as that inside forward role. He's going to go out onto that side, and there's a highlight straight from it. Alaba now in that left back position. De Gea, we seem to just try and get our shape back as Rashford knocks that on. Can't run onto it, and now Fulham are coming forward. Maguire's there though. Alaba into Maguire again. We're playing nice football. I don't know why we go straight back to the keeper. I'd rather see a few more forward passes as Jimenez picks it up. Plays it to Greenwood now. What can he do? Can he perform a bit of magic? Martial plays it back to Greenwood. Gives it Greenwood. First goal of the season goes to that man Mason, who's now going to get his start in that right wing position because of Marcus Edwards' injury. And he's trying to prove that he deserves it as the ball's played to Martial. He turns, plays the ball to Greenwood, who slots that into that bottom left-hand corner. A beautiful finish. And yeah, 1-0 up after 6 minutes. An injury, a goal, and another highlight. Let's see what comes from this now. Maguire picks it up. It could be a big scoreline, this. Pogba, can he find the ball out? He can't. Turns, finds Rashford, who tries to find Greenwood. He does find Greenwood. And it's 2. 8 minutes in, Mason Greenwood is putting on an absolute masterclass here. Pogba gets the ball, gives it to Rashford. Rashford plays the ball across the field. I think Bentancur plays it down to him, actually. And that's his first assist of the season for Bentancur. He's looking like a pretty nice player, and Greenwood smacks that into the side netting. 2-0 up in 8 minutes. It's got potential to be a very good game, this. We're coming up to the 42nd minute now. 45th, it's pretty much half time, and we've had a pretty good first half, actually. And both of our goals have come within the first few minutes of the half. We're not going to be over the top about it. I'm going to hands on hips. The way things are going, just carry on doing what you're doing. Martial's looking pretty fatigued, if anything, so I might have to take him off, even though he was the substitute that came on. But we'll have to see what we can do. Maybe put Rashford up front, switch out a few players, put a few new players in the side perhaps, and let them have a little bit of a run of games. As there's a highlight here, and it looks like it might be for us, considering the ball has been poorly cleared out. Rashford plays it to Martial, a nice little bit of interchange. Alaba pulls it back, finds Rashford, who has a shot himself. Alaba gets the ball back again. He fires it across. Greenwood just wasn't there. He gives it Wan-Bissaka. Can he find a ball? And he looks like he had a shot there, if anything. And it's just missed as, again, Fulham, they're on the back foot here. Jimenez picks it up, gives it Bentancur. Can he create something? Finds a beautiful ball to Rashford. Can he find a ball into the box? He finds Martial. Martial's there to score the goal. And this front three this season, after the progression we've had, it's looking clean. It's looking clean, boys. Rashford finds Martial in the box, who just puts that in the bottom right corner. Nice little goal there. 3-0 up. First game of the season. Defensively, we are looking solid. Absolutely solid as a rock. Wan-Bissaka with the ball in from the throw-in, and Chalov is carrying it forward here. Don't know who that is. Wan-Bissaka is a bit of a risky tackle there. Martial gives it Greenwood now, who's got the legs on him. He's a young lad. He finds Rashford, and Rashford finds the back of the net. 4-0. More than happy with how we've played today. More than happy. Really good outing today by the lads. Greenwood cuts it inside. Beautiful little bit of interchange. Finds Rashford. Rashford's there. Front post finish. Keeper shouldn't be beaten there, but Rashford with a nice finish. And it's 4-0. That puts us second in the league so far. And it looks like we're set. We're set for a pretty good season. 76th minute now. Can we get one more goal? One more goal would be beautiful as it puts us top of the league. 82nd minute now. Salvio has the ball. Kearney plays through Chalov. Chalov, beautiful ball through to Gaston, who's put it in the back of the net, but is he offside? This is the question now. We're going to see this goal review. Is it? Goal disallowed. I think he just finds a bit of space. Yeah, he's in behind the striker, the defender there. Holding the line pretty well, Haymanager. And it's been ruled out, thank God. It's been ruled out for offside. Right, Alaba plays Dele Alli, who's drifting around in these nice little positions, actually. Can he find a ball into the box? He gives it Van der Beek. Dele Alli now. Oh, I thought Dele Alli might have had a shot there, but he played Bentancur, and it's a poor shot in the end. Onana now. Alaba having a fantastic game himself in his debut. Rashford finds Greenwood, who finds Bentancur. Back to Greenwood. Will he take on his man? He does! It's a curling effort just past the post. Rashford gets that out of play, and this is looking like the end highlight for the game. 20 seconds left of the game. Salvio plays it to Tete. Maguire's there to intercept Dele Alli. Van der Beek. 6 seconds left. Will he find anything else from this game? I don't think he will. And the referee's blown for full time, and that is the game. Beautiful game there by Greenwood. Fantastic game. Well done, that. I'm very happy with that result. Individuals, I'm gonna say to Greenwood. Where's Greenwood? Absolutely unreal performance from Mason Greenwood. Unfortunate to see Marcus Edwards pick up an injury. I'll have to see how long he's out for. 3 to 5 weeks, so we'll have to see him out. And that means probably Dan James comes off the bench for us. Greenwood, fantastic game. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. A lot of transfers, a nice 4-0 win to start off this season. And yeah, just beautiful, really. Just this is the type of episode you enjoy. A nice episode, chunky, 200 million spent in the transfer market. 4-0 win. Oh, it doesn't get much better than this. If you've enjoyed the video as ever, drop a like below. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll catch you in the next episode. Ciao.